Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Furvis the Lothwolf, and this is Railgrade. This is another train game that I found, and we're gonna go check it out. As is all usual, I do the first launch live here on the stream. It's got really good reviews on it. And from what I understand is more of a spacey one. So, I am intrigued to find out what this entails. Oh, there's a story mode, huh? Well, let's start with the settings, see what all we've got in here. Oh, good thing I checked. There's apparently there is apparently music that is, copywritten. Yeah, apparently there's a story mode, so I guess we'll check out Fresh Start, yes? Hello, Candy. Oh. Well, this is a thing.
Congratulations on a safe trip. On behalf of all of us at Nakatani Chemicals, I'd like to bid you welcome to our colony. We have recently identified a significant opportunity to improve the current infrastructure of the planet, which is why you're here, Administrator. To help us implement a new mode of transportation, one that once conquered Earth's old frontiers. The railway. It's now your responsibility to grow our network of railways and oversee the management of our most important industries. By developing a transport network for our powerful train engines, we'll be able to easily deliver resources and fuel growth across the planet. Succeed, and our colony will be the envy of the entire galaxy. Fail, and, well, you don't need to worry about the consequences right now. I know you might...
Kind of what it feels like.
But don't worry. When you've seen what's possible here, you'll never want to leave. Good luck, Administrator. Everyone is counting on you.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that kind of vibe from it so far, Candy. Welcome to our division, Yoshida. Thanks for taking over the colony. I know you had no choice, but all the same, I'm thankful. Remote administration confused me to no end. Back here on Earth, the sun is bright and birds are singing. I'd send you a recording, but interstellar bandwidth is expensive. Please think of Earth anytime the colony air gives you the coughs. Keep your mind focused and make things right. I'm sure they'll bring you back home. Your top priority should be to restart the control terminal. I commissioned the process for you prior to your landing. You just need to complete the 3 test scenarios, and then you'll be able to build anything you have a license for and to salvage anything you've built. You'll be the sole authority on the colony planet and, oops. I accidentally hit a button. Oops. I hope the rest wasn't important. I'm sure it's fine. Welcome to your first region! Let's go over the basics of railway management. When in a region, your current main task can be found here. Keep an eye on your tasks to help make sure you don't miss key information. So I need to export 4 energy, apparently? Your main task in this region is to export 4 energy. Let's get to work. These structures are geothermal power plants. They are one of many industries which produce energy. This is a Zeppelin dock. Freight can be delivered here for export, contributing to your objective and earning you profit. Ah. So I guess deliveries aren't actually made with train, they are made with Zeppelin. That's a little disappointing. Before we can export energy, we need to build track, stations, and trains. Let's start with track. Press 1 to select the track tool. Or I clicked a button. With the track tool active, press left mouse button near a geothermal power plant to start constructing track. Press again near the Zeppelin dock to construct the track. Okay, so how to... Interesting little grid-based setup for this. Track does not have to loop for trains to be able to travel along the line. Trains will reverse direction once they reach the end of the line. Next, we need to add stations to our track. Press 2 to select the station tool. With the station tool active, press left mouse button to construct stations on the track you built connecting the geothermal power plant and the Zeppelin dock. Look for the white guidelines to check that you're in range. Buildings in range will turn yellow. Oh, okay, we put the station on the track, I see. Okay. Stations let you load and offload freight to and from nearby industries. You can collect multiple stations together to increase their loading and offloading speed. Now that your railway is set up, buy a train and let it roll. Choo-choo! Hover your train tool over the tracks you laid earlier and press left to configure your first train. Your train's configuration of engines and freight influences its stats and performance. Well, I already got 2 achievements. Alright, so I guess now we just kind of sit here and wait. Choo-choo. I know I technically don't need to do this, but I don't care, I want to. I'm not sure how I feel about them not actually letting me control which way it's going. Are you gonna blow up? Oh, apparently not. Wait, do the train... Okay, so apparently the trains will just phase through each other? Yeah, I don't know about that. Absolutely not, Frostusky. Absolutely not. Oh, God, no. Alright. Hey, Yoshida. Good job building that track. The terminal is reporting the trains and track system passed all self-checks. Next, I'll unlock the branch control test. Follow the flashing dots on your office's world diorama to the next region. Sato, Department Head of Off-World Colonies, Nakatani Chemicals.
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Oh my god, it is like such a cutie. Like, wow. Have you guys seen this Roo? That Roo is a cutie. Hello there, Toggle. How are ya? You went back to streaming? Nice. I dare because it's true. Well, Toggle, would you like a regular shout-out or a random clip from your channel brought up? You were doing some Monster Train too? Well, I'm doing a train game. First time playing it, I'm taking a look at it. It is called Railgrade. Yes, it is a cutie Roo. And, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hope you enjoy. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for sharing your community with me there, Toggle. I appreciate ya. I was not expecting a setup like this. Interesting. And I don't know what these vouchers are for. Oh, okay. Enjoy your pizza. Thank you again for raiding. Moderators! I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, so I can turn off the ghosting thing. Okay, I'm much more happy with this game now. I am not a weasel. I am a Marten. Very important distinction. Hey Yoshida, please do not laugh. Truth be told, I tried the self-checks before you were assigned to our division. I thought if I could master the control terminal, then I could start fixing the colony's economy myself. Instead, I got the self-check region's train stuck. It just goes around and around, never arriving at the station. Uh-oh. Each train has its own route at each branch in the track. In this region, this train is carrying water. This train carrying water does not have a clear route to the awaiting city. Select the train by pressing left mouse button when your cursor is above it and start fixing the route. Now that you have the train selected, you can control the route it takes by toggling the branches. Watch as the yellow chevrons change to show the new route. Alter the train's route by pressing left mouse button when your cursor is above the blue branches. Oh, okay. That all? Well, gotta figure out where the city is. I guess it's... oh, it's all the way down there. Okay. Well, this one's just a straight up puzzle. Where Where's the station here? Cool! That was easy. Finish a mission while losing money? Oh no! After completing a region, you will be assigned a rank. The time taken to complete a region is the only thing that impacts your rank. Based on your rank for each region, you will be rewarded with a number of vouchers. You can always replay regions from the overworld to try and achieve better ranks and earn more vouchers. Vouchers can later be used to purchase licenses that allow you to use new industries, upgrades, engines, and other extras. Neat. Hey Yoshida, thanks for clearing that branching mess. You made it look so easy. Please keep this pace, or faster. Faster is preferable. Oh yeah, gotta do everything faster, don't ya? Wait, why did we start at region 11? Oh no, it's T1, okay. Ah, so tutorial. So, how long is this freaking tutorial? Hey Yoshida, the manual introduces a self-check as validate combinatory industrial chain handling. What? But I think in plain words, it means to ensure factories use the multiple input freight to create finished freight, which is pretty important. After all, the essence of any colony's economy is combining inputs into outputs and sending those outputs as inputs to another factory. Layer that formula many tiers deep and you get yourself an economy capable of sending rockets to space. Hints: riding trains is fun and relaxing. Many industries produce outputs which require multiple freight inputs to create. This is a steel mill. It is one such industry. The steel mill requires 2 freight inputs, coal and iron, in order to produce steel. Okay, I see. Iron, coal, steel. Okay, got a coal mine. Iron mines and coal mines both produce their respective outputs without the need of other inputs. They will continue to produce until their storage is full. There are many other resource extraction industries which also produce different foundational freight. When you're ready, press backspace to exit the screen. Okay. There's one more critical thing to know about before we put you to work, and that's workers. Select a steel mill by pressing left mouse button when your cursor is above it. Industry must be staffed by workers in order for it to function. The closer they are to being fully staffed, the faster they will produce outputs. You can add workers or remove workers from an industry by pressing F or V. Or I guess those plus and minus. Bloop. Fantastic! The steel mill is ready to work. Now all we need to do is provide it with iron and coal. Build tracks, stations, and trains in order to supply the steel mill with iron and coal. Okay. Yeah, I definitely messed up this, this rail line. Just a bit. Just a bit. As a treat, you know? Alright, I need a station here, and one here. Train! Engine and coal. Engine and iron. There are parts of this game that are very loud, and there are parts that are very quiet. I do like that. Let me take a look at the settings real quick. Wait, what was... Customize music? Ah, neat. We're gonna turn down the SFX. Maybe not that much. Apparently it didn't matter. Except. I definitely hope I get to have bigger train lines in the future. I got the feeling that that steel is going to be sent somewhere over there. Or maybe over here. I don't know. When you need it straight and strong, use steel. Why is there an advertisement for steel playing? Oh, I guess I got it done. A lot of them give gab. Why? Oh no, Gib Gab. Hey Yoshida, yet again you passed that test with flying colors. You were good at this. You must have studied during your trip to the colony. Either that or you are hacking the terminal to report false completion times. Please do not hack company computers. It is against departmental policy. I'm not hacking. I'm just that good, bitch. Alrighty. I don't like these. Let me take as much time as I want without having to be penalized for it. Dang it. Hey Yoshida, enough learning. Time to put your skills to work. Remember how I failed to pass the validation self-checks? Did you know the validation logic has a remote override feature? I used that manual override to start fixing this region's water export. Considering the situation, I am sure you agree it was a noble action. The results speak for themselves. Sadly, the results speak of disastrous inefficiency. Please fix those results. This place is a real mess. We need to get things back up and running optimally. It does, however, give us a good chance to learn some more advanced skills. Looks like this loop of track has collapsed and no longer connects the water pumps to the Zeppelin dock. Let's fix it. While the track tool will try and find a working route for you, sometimes you want to have more say over where track is placed. When using the track tool, you can adjust the height of the proposed length of track by pressing F and V. Okay. So they want me to connect it up to here. Got it. I mean, it'll just do that. Oh, but I should probably lower this. Because we frankly do not need it to be up in the air like that. There we go. Let's see what else we can learn here. Even after trains have been set in motion, you can still make changes to them to suit your needs. Try selecting one of the short trains. Okay. Add 3 more water freight. Oh, okay. Oh, and an additional engine, apparently. Oh, I didn't add enough. I didn't want a total of 3. I wanted 3 additional. Now it's time to really get to work. We need you to deliver water to the Zeppelin dock. Easy, right? Well, it's not that simple. A few one-off deliveries won't cut it here. We need you to reach a certain export rate of water from the region. Use everything you've learned up to this point to reach your export goal. I see. Oh. With me having ghosting turned off, this ain't working. That's fine. You reverse. And that should do what we need. You reverse. You go that way. And then down here, you go around that way. There we go. The only place for them to get to intersect or possibly crash is right here and here. Well, yeah, but the timer means, turning off the timer means that I don't get as much reward and stuff. Alright, this is a pretty long loop. I'm gonna add another engine and... yeah, that'll work. And do that. Choo-choo! Oh, god damn it. Of course they would get stuck. Okay, reverse. And now stop. Track. Go like that. And then... over here, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And set it up like that. There we go. No more getting stuck for you. Add another engine and 2 more of those. Oh. I guess that makes it ghost automatically. This is incredibly inefficient to have this crossed over like this, but, well, right now I think I'll leave it be. You, though, will get more. Victory! Wait, why did I get complete a region with only 1 train? What? I had a lot more trains than that. Thanks, Administrator. We needed you, and you delivered. You've saved our bacon. The chat around here is you arrived on an economy-class rocket. Those same rockets our grandparents traveled here on. I've never heard of a corporate employee from Earth traveling to colony planets by work rocket. You must be either be incredibly poor or incredibly humble. Nameless. Null of null. Location unknown. Yeah, the no timer means that I, at most, can get an A rank. And I don't want that. Hey Yoshida, good job on the water delivery. You've learned the basics of track construction and train configuration. Your colony needs energy, and lots of it. Nearby is an idled oil power plant. Connect the surrounding oil wells and spin up those turbines. Export the resulting energy at the Zeppelin docks. Make sure you assign workers to the oil power plant. Industry doesn't work itself. Once those turbines are spinning, you will need to maximize production. Do this by building new railways to all oil wells. Afterwards, consider investing into upgrades for those oil wells. GibGab, what are you going on about in my DMs? I saw a random DM from GibGab and just like, what? Gabby, come join voice.
Sorry,
Oh my god, GibGab.
I dedicate it to you.
Oh my god, why? Alright, I'll share it. I'll share it with the stream.
You know, you can like post them in the media share or something.
Go for it. I'm also going to use this as a part of the thumbnail, totally.
Understandable. I need to keep this file handy just so I can keep editing every time you play a new train game.
Oh my god. There were a few that I added to my wish list. I literally went on Steam last night and just did a search for train.
Stop. Yes, I dedicate this to you. You deserve it.
Not currently simple, but I would take a look at it. But also, that one doesn't seem to be, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem to be quite what what I wanted a train game. Like, I'm not one that is necessarily looking to drive a train. It's more, I want to, manage a bunch of trains. Raijin, get in voice too. In this region, we need to export energy via the Zeppelin dock. This time, however, you'll be utilizing the local oil wells and oil power plant. Okie dokie. Well, there's water spraying over here. Oil power plant. It requires oil and... oh, well, that's it. But water makes it run faster. Okay. Well, we got a bunch of oil wells here that are all just running. So... we'll just go ahead and do a bit of, yeesh.
Oops, I broke that. I'll just make a new one, it's fine.
I just wish that this game had signals, because it doesn't seem to have signals.
Look
I
how
like
far
being
we've
able to
come.
manage...
You've gone
What was that?
we've come so far, you've gone from EU signals, I don't understand how they work. Like, watch a video on it in Factorio to I want signals.
Yes. Yes. Oh, the freight. Accountants crunch the numbers to provide you live financial reports. Oh. Then we got worker housing, I see. Do these require workers? No, they just provide it and we're good. Also, hi, Kieran.
Give up on the other thing I was gonna make, by the way.
Oh no.
I wanted to make a 4-panel meme, and it's just a raider with like something in it, like a plane, a storm, a hurricane, and then I wanted to find something really big that covered the entire raider screen, and I would just title it like the Gator and Colors of the Lost.
Ah.
But alas. Oh, it's right, Jim.
Mwah, the right, Jim. What is wrong with my love for trains?
You get called out.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. You know who the I Like Trains guy is, right?
No.
It's an Asdef movie song.
No idea.
Gabby, do you know what I Like Trains is?
Yes.
Ah, they're teaching me about catalysts. I already figured those out.
I'm already looking for it. Oh, you're pulling up the whole. I was gonna pull up the little short one.
Let's get that blue gold bottled and loaded as freight. Ah, let's go.
You know, Rajan, I haven't seen like this, like the really long version in forever. Dear Lord. I feel like I aged 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, he has the superpower. He has the superpower to just summon trains by saying, I like trains.
I cannot look at that at the moment because Strem.
So H Raken trying to get Zim taken down.
No, I don't think that's what he's trying to do.
You're right, Gabby. I will stop making references to anything at all.
Yes.
I will stop making references to anything at all. I will stop sourcing my references. I will just stop speaking. Go on, Gabby. Start talking about Ness from Homestuck.
Can't let Rex hear that he's gonna have an aneurysm. Okay, perfect. I fixed it. I did it. Just to quickly fill you in, I was trying to make a quick edit to the image that I'd made, like the one that I just made, right? And I realized when I opened it that I accidentally like overwrote the original one because I named it the exact same and I accidentally saved it as a PNG instead of saving it as the thing that I was working on. So I just solved it by making a new file, copy pasting over the background on specifically what I wanted to, and then I just called it. Did I just call it? I was wondering if Windows would tell me no because the name is too long. But apparently I can in fact call it Zim Games in a nutshell by the edit because I wrote over the original file, so this is the workaround oops.png. And it worked. I'm not gonna complain.
Welcome to Let's Game It Out, everybody, and this is your host, GibGab.
No, I don't have the patience to do what he does. Sometimes.
I don't know, it sounded like you were doing it there.
Well, that's just me being silly. I can't do the things in the game that he does where it's like, can I make $1 million by having someone pay $5 and then immediately kick them out? Let's try this. Many hours later. And you just sit there like, oh. Oh no. You know what, you're right, maybe I should. I'll just try to make a Let's Game It Out style video, and this is gonna be, can you beat RV there yet by just walking?
Alright, so I can spend vouchers. Alright. What was that?
Is it coupon or coupon?
It's voucher.
No, I'm asking like the word coupon. Is it coupon or coupon?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I've always called it coupon.
What about you, Ryan?
Calpin.
Fascinating.
Is it pecan or pecan or pecan?
Oil to energy, pronto! Establish an initial industrial chain. Deliver oil to the oil power plant and export the produced energy at the Zeppelin docks. Okay.
I assume you're referring to the food. For Pekman. So I just call it bacana.
Yes, how do you pronounce the nut?
Bacana. Don't got this issue in Spanish.
I got 5 minutes left for the rank. Got it.
I wish there was a Hundreds of Beavers multiplayer game.
You would.
That reminds me of the pineapple joke, where you just list off how to say pineapple in every language, and it's ananas, ananas, ananas. Then you get to English, pineapple.
Hey, in Spanish it's piña.
Spanish and English missed the memo. Everyone else calls it ananas.
Okay, in fairness, a lot of it is most likely region, because I know, like, we call it piña. The Royal Spanish Academy calls it, says both are correct, but I think in other parts they call it ananas, because I know I've heard it before, and every time it's been like, what? What do you mean? I don't know where they say ananas, because I've only heard it from like 2 people ever, but...
Zim, how do you say pecan?
Pecan?
You don't say pecan?
No.
I said pecan because I'm gonna peck on you for saying it that way.
Okay, bird.
I definitely
I-
was not expecting this to be more of a puzzle game.
I wish I
than-
could remember. Sorry, Zim. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was not expecting this to be more of a puzzle game than a train game. But it's still fun. I'm enjoying it. Mwah, the right gen.
Mwah.
So it looks like it does take time for trains to actually reverse, which is good to know for the future. Well, we should have this done in time for the S tier. So, yay!
He's in.
Yeah, skip gap.
I just remembered something really important I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
What's the difference between Elon Musk and a lemur?
That's not something that you tell me. That is a question.
Yes. But you're not going to answer the question, so you're just going to have me tell you.
Well, yes, at this point.
And the answer is simple. Elon Musk made an electric car. The lemur Madagascar. Eh?
What?
The lemur Madagascar.
I don't get it.
The art of comedy is lost in some people. Simpsons, like, made an electric car, lemur surf
Gabby,
from
you're
Madagascar.
lucky because if Zem did
Madagascar.
get it, you would be banned right now.
Also, I'm explaining it. It won't be as funny, but maybe I can still cause him some pain.
So you can get banned?
I'm not gonna get banned. After all, I'm just too priceless.
Zem, it was a pun.
Ay.
You see, I have access to his Zappy collar.
Yes, you do. Which, to be fair, I now figured out why sometimes it hurt more than I thought it would. Or why it's like, oh, it's just a 5, why does it sound like that? It's because sometimes I just position my leg differently and it presses it really firmly. So sometimes that 5 feels more like a 15 and other times that 5 feels like a 2. Ay! Exactly. Mean. You also always do them for like a second. It's never even like a 0.3. It's always just a solid second.
Can I even do a 0.3?
Yeah, it's as low as
Oh,
it
I
goes.
can.
But like longer ones hurt more. Ay. How dare.
Because it's funny.
I'll tell you something about it later after. Suffice to say, someone and I were messing around with it, and I was like, you know, if I just unlock it and we give it a try, how hard does it go? It turns out getting like a 15-second long 80-something shock hurts. Who would have thought?
Oh, you should have seen what I did to Artie the other night. Raijin enjoyed it.
Was it? I assume it was off stream.
Oh, very much so.
Kinky.
Dear Yoshida, you deserve to be doing more than running basic validation tests. This colony needs your efforts making money. Validation is a waste of your talents. Jump into major exports and I'll make sure Saito's terminals claim you did everything according to his plans. He can report of an obedient administrator, and you get to start your legacy. Yes. Ah, so this one just wants me to generate profit. Build up your resource extraction industry and export the freight. Earn enough and the short format buffer allocation will overflow, thus marking all tutorial validation regions as complete. Make money now. Okay. Oh, I have nothing to start with on this one. Well, I see some copper over there. Silica, a bank. Oh, I appreciate that they don't start the timer yet. I guess I can take some time to determine what's here before I actually start having to deal with the timer. Well, these are buildings, but I don't know what they're for. There's oil over here. Got copper. Let's take a look at what industries we have available. Oh. Well, okay then. I guess the only thing I get to do is just produce raw materials and deliver. That's a little disappointing.
Why only one?
What was that?
Well, you're gonna produce raw material and deliver, but why only one liver? I mean, you could produce more of them. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. It was too good. It's too perfect. Ow. I feel like that one wasn't worse than the last one.
Well, no, it was because I actually understood that one.
Fair enough.
Huh. The timer hasn't started yet.
Also, Frosty, I'm not that unhinged. That's Raijin. Like, I'm
Name
just
one
like,
unhinged thing I've done.
do we start with the audio, the books, the novels, the audio novels, whatever? Your audiobook adventure?
So the fact that I enjoy literature makes me unhinged?
It's not enjoying literature. I respect enjoying literature. You're just unhinged about it. I'm also pretty sure you were the one who recommended Hundreds of Beavers. And also I Love Dogs. Both of those are unhinged.
I don't understand how the way I enjoy literature is what makes me unhinged about it. Could you clarify, Gabby?
Demon supports me. I don't need to clarify more.
Ido, your boy toy is insulting my boyfriend.
The statements that are said on this stream sometimes, I swear.
Okay, but like I'm still not hearing any arguments as to how me enjoying audiobooks makes me unhinged.
It's the way you talk about them and the things that you talk about with your audiobooks, okay? It's the content of it.
It's the
not
way-
your enjoyment. You were saying?
Isn't that basically the same kind of argument as like, but look at what she was wearing?
No. What? Like, okay. If you profess your love to Sim, that would be like fine and cool and normal, right? If you did the same to like a manhole cover, I think I could judge you.
But he's not doing it to a manhole
When
cover.
have I ever professed my love to a manhole cover?
I'm equating your audiobook chat to a manhole cover.
So you are saying that literature is bad?
Not literature.
What the heck, Gabby?
The literature you're reading specifically. Whatever you listen to. Or at least the way you talk about it.
Okay, be specific about it. You're just generally waving your arms at my audiobooks and being like unhinged. What is it that I listen to?
Look, I remember them being unhinged. I don't want the specifics, it's like when you listen to me and you tune me out, I have tuned you out at that point. I just know it's unhinged, okay?
I also like how I like how you started out by saying it's the way I talk about them, but then you're equating the kind of literature I read to sewage.
Look, you pulled up Hundreds of Beavers, okay? And while that is a cinematic masterpiece I will forever love, I also gotta say, like sometimes the content of the things you pull up is questionable. I just like them because I'm cursed. I am like unhinged, so I like them. And you're unhinged, so Zim loves you. So clearly he also enjoys something like Hundreds of Beavers.
I would hope so, considering the number of people I've shared it with.
Hundreds of Beavers, greatest warrior.
Okay, well, so you keep going back to Hundreds of Beavers. Let's just start with that. First of all, the entire reason why I recommended Hundreds of Beavers in the first place was simply because I just looked up highly rated movies because of a discussion that we had where I was talking about how I felt like modern movies were not as iconic and original as older movies. And I wanted to do a deeper dive and see how true I felt about that claim. I still pretty heavily have that sentiment that newer movies are much more creatively bankrupt. However, Hundreds of Beavers did give me some amount of hope that it is possible for modern movies to sometimes have creativity.
I mean, if you actually, like, just on that note, because
if I were to have... So... Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say that on that note, I remember we had like the discussion about it, and I've been thinking about it, and I had a really interesting thought on it, which is movies don't often spawn like full-blown IPs that much anymore, which might genuinely be part of the reason why. Because like, sorry, I know this is complete sidetracking, but it was just something that came up to mind ever since then. Like a lot of times when you had a blockbuster movie, if you kind of compare them largely to a lot of the things we have nowadays, they're not necessarily that much different in quality or in like momentary impact. But I think a lot of times it's the follow-up to the media that creates that IP that really nails it. Like, for example, if you look like Jurassic Park, I'm gonna be real. Like, the first movie, you can watch it and it's pretty good, but like it's good. That's kind of it. But then the fact that there's theme parks about it, the fact there's a bunch of merchandise about it, there's TV shows, there's games, there's everything collectively around that one movie. It stops being so much about the individual quality of the movie and it just becomes about like the franchise as the whole. And that retroactively feeds into the movie being iconic because it's what spawned it. But like we don't do that nearly as much of a lot of movies nowadays. This has been something I've been thinking about.
I mean, Jurassic Park was a book written by Michael Crichton, so.
Yeah,
And
but
Crichton has written a lot of excellent social commentary.
I get it, and like, don't get me wrong, I respect the movie. There's like a lot of thoughts I have on the movie. It's just that at the end of the day, I mean, for one, how many people would you probably have considered read the book before watching the movie, and then read the book after watching the movie?
Well, to be fair, that's kind of the case with most media nowadays. Or most movies. Because unfortunately, books are something that are far more difficult to actually get people to go read. Because they are, you know, if you're reading a book, you're investing, you know, many hours into that. Whereas a movie, okay, an hour and a half and I'm done.
And I actually think, if anything, like the main, like there's relatively few things I think. Oh, I'm glad I'll make you think about manhole covers forever, Demon. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's weird because I don't think we get nearly as much of those kinds of like large franchises out of movies, unless you specifically consider like, in terms of wide reach, it's largely merchandise that determines that. Like, if you look for a lot of the more iconic movies that survive a lot of the time, a lot of them just have to do with how much they can franchise into other things and how much it becomes iconic. Because, like, as a really good example, Frozen was still and is still one of the bigger movie franchises of the last, like, 15 years. It just doesn't look at it that way because, well, I mean, what do you even do with Frozen? But then I still see, like, little girls having birthday parties and it's Frozen merch. Because one of my cousins has a daughter and they have a birthday party. And I was like, what do you want for your birthday? Oh, I want Frozen. And it's like, oh, that's still relevant. Damn. But, like, to me it isn't. It just is a thing that apparently still exists in the cultural zeitgeist. Or like with Encanto, still one of my favorite Disney movies. I didn't know about it, but apparently one of my friends was like, yeah, I could tell this movie reached a much wider audience when people began ordering cakes for their kid's birthday, and it wasn't like Raya and the Last Dragon. It stopped being Frozen, and now was Encanto. They just wanted Encanto cakes. So like I think to a degree there's that aspect of like cross product, like the franchising that has to do with it. And I think about it because I think like what's a really good iconic modern day movie? And the one that immediately comes to mind for me, if you put aside the MCU, John Wick. They had 4 movies. Spawn, it's like a mini cinematic universe I guess they're trying to make now. But how many John Wick games are there? It's probably a couple. How many do you know?
Okay, well, counterpoint Squid Games.
Squid Games was a huge one. That's like, yeah, that's an example. And to be fair, there were a lot of game shows trying to imitate Squid Game. I'm not.
Okay, well, backing up a hell of a lot because I don't know why you derailed in that particular direction.
Because we had that conversation one time, and I had that thought ever since, and I wanted to share it, and I kept forgetting to do so. And now it felt like a good time.
That's nice, dear.
Oh, Susan, he called me dear. I think he likes me.
Trust me, that does not mean he likes you.
I know. He only likes me when I call him a jerk.
Tell me how you really feel.
But I did. And what do you want? Unless that's a meme and I don't get it.
Anyway, going back to the books.
Uh-huh.
What is so unhinged about me enjoying literature?
There's nothing wrong with you enjoying literature. If you want me to give like a thorough breakdown, I'll go pull up whatever streams you were talking about books that had them going like, oh, okay. And then I'll like listen to them again and be like, see, this is why you're cursed.
Well, Zim, have I said things regarding books that make you think I'm cursed?
Well, audiobooks mostly.
I love you, Raijin.
That wasn't a deflection. That was a parry right there.
Viewers, comment below if you think I'm unhinged about my audiobooks.
The Dark Soul shield parry. You can hear it in real time. I want to play League of Legends. I'm gonna play League of Legends.
And you call me unhinged?
Well, talking about unhingedness makes me want to play it. But on the flip side, I only want to play it because there's a ARAM Mayhem, and it's like the more fun version of League of Legends because it's not playing League of Legends. You're like playing on arcade game mode, where if you roll the right bonuses, you just delete everything and win. It's like, ah, look, I'm Callista, but I have 150% extra attack speed.
Anyway, to give you a charitable interpretation, I'm going to presume the kinds of things that you're talking about. So, for example, assuming Wings of Fire is part of this, and how I was talking about it literally starts off with infanticide, it's very easy to take any form of media, especially anything that involves children, and have an extremely uncharitable outlook on it. Because, as it turns out, fiction is depicted in an unrealistic way.
I don't think it was Wings of Fire. I just know it was something specific with one of your audiobooks that just made me go like, okay.
Then there's also the book Everybody Loves Big Chess, which involved following the main character who was a mimic who was able to level up and to escape his dungeon by eating a bunch of people, until he unlocked the Warlock class and began summoning a demon, a succubus specifically, and also proceeded to eat her about 48 times over, until they finally decided to start going on adventures together.
That sounds more like it.
This is what we call a humorous book.
Still unhinged. If it serves you any comfort, though, I don't think it's bad. At most, I just think it's funny. I respect reading because we don't have enough reading in society and we need people to read more.
I mean, I will reiterate that we are straight up selling smut at Walmart. Like, I can very easily imagine some kid going up to the book aisle and seeing right next to their children book of dragons, a book with a wolf on it, and they pick it up and they open it and they find a sex scene. Because that is a thing that exists at Walmart right now.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where, like, my problem isn't really with the smut itself, it's more of, you know, putting the smut right next to the children's section of books. Which probably shouldn't be done. I remember we had a talk about
when I saw this book, I actually looked it up, and it's incredibly spicy. Like, it's one of the spiciest books that this author has written, and it's literally just like half a foot away from the children's section.
That shouldn't be there. That is, like, unironically, people joke about, like, boycotts and threatening legal action for that kind of stuff, but that is unironically the kind of thing where I do go, like, yeah, that shouldn't happen, actually, like, genuinely, fully. Straight up.
I don't know how my book choices can be unhinged when Morning Glory Milking Farm became an extremely popular book among women. Don't talk to me about the shit I read.
Yeah, but I will, so... And also, I'm sorry, women just have good taste.
Well, fine, start naming it off.
No.
I mean, I've talked about many, many books that I've read in the past. Many of them that are quite well hinged, very well oiled, and not squeaky at all.
Well hinged.
Yes.
That
The
is
opposite of
a
unhinged.
phrase. Sure. Why not?
Like, are you going to tell me that the Discworld series is unhinged?
I don't know. I don't know Discworld, okay? Don't ask me about that.
Are you going to tell me the Malazan series is unhinged? Technically
What
it
is-
is for how long it is.
You might as well ask Sim about, like, memes. Modern memes.
Zim, do you think the Wheel of Time series is unhinged?
Well, he knows that one.
At times, yes.
I mean, in fairness, like,
Why aren't you calling Zim out for being unhinged then?
Like, in fairness, any good piece of media will at least be a little unhinged sometimes. So, you know, it's just, that's what good media does. They're fiction. They're gonna be fake. Of course they're gonna be a little unhinged. If I want it to be fully sane and grounded, they just write a non-fiction book.
Oh, okay, so it's fine for other people to have media preferences that are a little unhinged, but when it's unhinged and coming from me...
Oh yeah, you're unhinged.
Okay, why am I unhinged without making it a self-referential thing about the supposedly unhinged media I consume when we've already established that good media is a little unhinged?
But I like circular arguments. I hate Draven. Why do I play this game?
That took no time at all for you.
Shot at you.
And you're accusing me of being unhinged.
That had nothing to do with being unhinged. That was just me complaining about League of Legends. Look, I think I would be unhinged if I didn't complain about League of Legends. Okay. Sorry, that got intense for a moment. I mean, in fairness, okay, if you want like the full honest opinion, okay, if you want the boring things and not exaggerated memes, I think you are, for the most part, a relatively well put together person with normal opinions for the most part, aside from one random thing or another, which is fine. I just think it's slightly funny that the 2 times you've talked about audiobooks and I was listening to it more carefully, it was like, okay, sure, we'll talk about like whatever this is. I just tuned it out, and ever since then it's just been remained that way.
Wow, I think there is something wrong with Generation Z.
What do you mean? You told me to tell you how I feel, so I told you how I feel.
Yeah, and you think I'm normal. Yikes.
Okay, I have completely messed this one up.
I've met far more weird people than you. And I mean that in a not good way.
I mean, do you want me to talk about some of my normal books? I can talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl if you want.
And you talked about it, I remember that one.
All right. So at the very beginning in the prologue, Carl goes out to chase his girlfriend's cat. And then the alien overlords come in and squish down all of the buildings right as an old lady is screaming at Carl to get back inside, and her decapitated head rolls over to Carl and he's just in shock.
Mm-hmm.
See, completely normal book.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Well, it could be worse, okay? You could be reading, like, fanfiction.net fanfiction, unironically. Then I'd say
There
there's
is
something
that
wrong with
one subspace emissary fanfiction that I've thought about reading. That was for a long time the longest piece of fiction ever written.
it. Mm-hmm. But did you read it?
No, I never got around to it.
That says more about
Instead,
you
I
than
just
the
read
fact
bad
that
furry fiction.
I respect it.
Yeah, the subspace emissaries world conquest.
Okay,
Dear Lord.
so there's the water pump.
Right, somebody
There's
tried to
another
dive
one.
at me and I had to avoid death.
Ooh, Oh my god, it's getting updated?
What is?
Emissary?
All right. So the Subspace Emissary Subspace Emissary's World Conquest is 4,100,000 words as of June 2018, which was the last time it's been updated. And at the time, it was the largest works of fan fiction ever. And occasionally, depending on how you measure things, was the longest single work of fiction ever written. There are a few possible exceptions to this. One of these being The Wandering Inn. However, Ambience, A Fleet Symphony, has now surpassed it at 4,400,000 words. But in April 2025, the story was updated with a special preview, and the author has stated that they're back on board.
Sounds reasonable. There are some authors out there apologizing because they took a vacation and had like 2 weeks without writing, and then there's this author who's just like, yeah, I wrote one of the longest pieces of English media literature in history. Anyway, here's some more.
For reference, the entire Wheel of Time series is 4.4 million words, and it's so that's the kind of length we're talking about for this Super Smash Brothers Brawl fan fiction.
I respect it, honestly.
Of all the things I expected to be talking about tonight,
You
Smash
demanded
Brothers.
Gabby join voice.
You're the one bringing this on up. I can't let you put this on Gib Gab.
Muslims defending me. I'm so proud.
I don't know why you're defending Gabby. They were the one that compared my literary choices to sewage.
I didn't compare it to sewage. I compared it to a manhole cover. It's different.
Yeah, so you're saying it leads to sewage.
No.
What else am I
manhole
supposed
cover
to
can
take
also
from this,
lead-
Gabby?
Well, a manhole cover can also lead to space.
Why did he's broken down his hump?
Are you telling me that the books I read are leading to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
You know, they say everything becomes crab at the end. Why not turtle?
Okay, so I looked up The Wandering Inn, and someone is estimating that it's around 13 million words right now.
Interesting.
The Wandering Inn, by the way, is something that I've been considering reading.
The fact that you haven't read it says more about you than the fact that
I
you were
love
thinking
you, Raijin.
I love you too, Zim? Question mark?
about it. Ouch.
I just don't understand that tone of voice.
Oh no, Blue Bad, where are you going with this now? I don't come join's voice, save us.
Ooh. I'm very curious, Blue Bat. Let me know. By the way, there is a particular a particular book series that I read. It was named Dream Healers, I believe. So basically, it starred a gay space elf who fell in love with a gay asexual furry centaur creature.
Huh.
And together they had the ability to psychically dive into people's dreams and give them therapy that way. Also, as a fun fact about the Wandering Inn, the person who writes it streams themselves writing it.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if I've read whatever Blue Bat's about to share. Probably not. I haven't read that much in for Affinity, honestly.
You can even read me for Affinity.
I mean, there's a decent chance that this was also posted on Furry, but it's been a while since I've used Furry.
Dear Lord, okay.
That's where I started,
Those two.
back when it was called Yifstar.
Yes, Yifstar.
Back in my day, it was still Eavesdar.
So, the Gabby, the funny thing about Furry is that it's been around for so long. Oh, they're releasing their new beta. Wow, it has been a long time since I've come here. They've been around for so long that if you go back to the earliest submissions, they literally just don't have the date for it because they were uploaded in like the 90s. So it just has to be categorized as before the dawn of time.
B dot before the dawn of time. When were you born?
Well, the new
B dot.
Furry is looking kind of snazzy.
Snazzy.
Also, people are not tagging their art correctly, considering I'm not logged in and seeing some suspicious artwork. But yeah, so the Wandering Inn is.
Hmm?
Okay.
Hmm?
I was just looking at what Kieran said. Auto mod was throwing a fit about it, and I was trying to understand what the context was.
Fallout. Okay, really quickly. Zim.
Yes.
Okay, I need sanity check on this. Vel'Koz, League of Legends, right?
Okay.
Hot or not?
Which one is that?
The weird tentacle eye monster flings disintegrations at you.
Not.
Damn.
But he is fun to play.
It's really funny when I play against Belcos because either I eat every single skill shot they throw at me, or I swear like they can never hit me, and I can see them get frustrated because they immediately hit me with their ult just to do some damage to me. It's a one or the other. It's never like normal. Literally had a Vel'Koz once be like, "Are you like hacking? 'Cause I swear I haven't never been able to hit you," and I'm like, "No, bro, just get good." That was the one time I popped off really hard.
Ha pa 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 pa.
Ba. All right, I've decided I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start reading Wandering In.
Goodbye. See you in a million years. Tim, you like Red, right?
It's only 14 million words.
Yes, I do like Raijin.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're gonna see him again.
Nah, I mean, the pace I could read Wheel of Time, I could get through all of Wandering in about like 5 or 6 months.
You know, it was kind of cool to meet you, except for those times you keep calling me terrible things. So, I'll miss you.
Why are you acting like I'm going to disappear? You guys know I've watched One Piece too, right? One Piece gets good after like 300 episodes.
Skill issue. So watch something better that gets good after like 3 episodes.
I can't because things don't get good. They just stay bad. That's the problem.
Skill issue. Find something that's not bad. It's that simple.
Okay, I did, and it was called Hundreds of Beavers, and you keep throwing shade at me for it.
Well, how could I not? It's Hundreds of Beavers. If I'm not throwing shade over it, what am I doing? As a true movie lover, it may be the pinnacle of cinema, but I'm still gonna complain about it. No! Leave me alone! Fuck. Fine. Have it your way. Let's.
Oh, I need another engine on this bad.
New engine. Spelled E-N-J-I-I-N. Engine.
Just think of how many books you could read if you read books instead of scrolling Twitter.
I don't scroll Twitter that much. Like,
That was just an accusation to the random unspecified viewer out there that does scroll Twitter. You could be reading books, and instead you're reading bad takes on Twitter. I'm calling you out.
What if instead of reading books, I'm watching streams? What do you say then?
I mean, that's okay as long as it's Zim stream. But also you need to pay tribute to Zim.
Why?
Have you seen him?
You want me to pay tribute to Zim, huh? Zim, would you like me to pay you
Yes,
tribute?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a moment. Let me hide in this bush. Get this. Get this. tribute.
Giant Gabby underscore shared with 258 e-bitties. Jibe Gabby underscore shared with 258
Wow, you made the model lag.
e-bitties.
Well, thank you for the bits.
You're welcome.
I
Giant
dealt
Gabby
with it by
underscore
turning
shared
it,
with
taking off my headset.
258 e-bitties.
Yeah, they still get to mean to the stream goers.
Jibe Gabby underscore shared with 258 e-bitties.
No! No! You son of a...
Jibe Gabby underscore shared with 258 e-bitties.
It's League. I don't know what you're expecting here, Gib Gab.
I was expecting to kill that guy. You live. For now. Hey, got him. Not me, but someone else got him, but it works out. Haha. Get fucked. People are so bad at this game. I'm so good. Clearly, that's the issue here. Yes! Yes! I was about to be so proud of myself. I almost gremlined hard enough to touch the sun. I almost made it.
Alright, now I just need to deliver energy to the city.
How hard could that be?
Difficult considering I have no money.
If people play a tank that's at full health and they back away to let you, the ADC, tank the shots, I think they should be banned from the game. Like, yes, you are tanking. This is your job. Don't back away from it, please. Furry, get away from me. Oh. Wait. Why are people like this? Like, your champion is built for that. I'm squishy. I know tank. You big tank. Off. Of course, those Pike. As in, Pike is unbalanced. We should ban him from the game.
You'll get no argument from me on that one.
it's not unbalanced. I'm just salty because he killed me with his ult.
Well, no, he is annoying and unbalanced.
Yes.
Also,
Okay,
I seem
so
to
wait,
have, yeah. I have reached an unwinnable point on this. Okay.
Oh no. That no good. Probably.
Yeah.
Choo.
Listen, Gabby. At least I'm not talking about Ume neko no naku koroni.
Okay, but you can speak English too.
Because that's when you know I would be unhinged if I were to talk about that.
Is it the name of an anime or something? Those are by default. Kind of
It's it does have an anime adaptation, and I do recommend the anime just to get a sense of how unhinged it is. But it comes from a visual novel series that is like it's about as ridiculous as if you're trying to get into the depths of Fate.
What's Fate?
Like Fate Stay Night and similar stuff.
Yeah. I see we have a fan.
I enjoyed parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm just gonna say Kerr. And gotcha.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's Fate Grand Order, which is I think it's finally fallen off by now because MiHoYo's done such a great job with their games, but for quite a while it was one of the highest grossing gacha games.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Level 6 just deleted me. So uncool.
I wonder if there's an English dub of Umeneko.
Oh, Fiddle 6 has its killing time. That's so cringe. I hate you.
It's 26 episodes? What kind of fever dream is this?
These are words Raijin is using.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about. It's too much nerd shit for me.
I was looking, so, I was talking about Umeneko when they cry, or Umeneko no nako koroni.
These are words you are using, yes.
I really... That is the title of the show. Umeneko when they cry. Alright?
Okay.
Are you following? This is the name of the visual novel. It's the third installment. When They Cry is the series. Umeneko When They Cry is the third installment. It has an anime, and I actually really like the anime, even though it's totally incomprehensible. I was looking to see if there's an English dub of it because I would like to share it with you, and I thought it was only 13 episodes, but apparently it's 26, and I'm just baffled because I don't remember what kind of a mind trip this is.
Fair enough.
How the fuck did you live? What's wrong with you?
Well, their HP did not hit 0, Gabby. That's how they lived.
I'm getting this. Oh, thank you. Fuck you, dude. Oh, you're cursed. I hate you. brain have issues. No, 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 go away. Oh yeah, please dive. Please, I dare you.
Okay, well, you're in luck, Zem. There is no English dub of it. You are spared the insanity of Omine.
I just want to point out that the speed at which Gib Gab changed their tune there, you know? 1 second.
What do you mean?
No, no, get away from me! Oh, yes, please! Dive me!
Like, he did a stupid thing and he almost suffered the consequences for it. But there's a reason I went from almost dying to scoring a quadra kill. The enemy team kind of screwed up. They messed around too much over there, and I'm playing Seiya, and I've got 19 kills, so I just continue to do war crimes. Fiora, I'm grabbing them so they don't grab them on the way back.
Are you getting ping spammed?
No, she just put a question mark on it. It's like, what do you mean? Of course I want to grab it now. I'm probably not going to have another chance after. They're going to grab it. Oh, again, skill issue, Pike. He tried to ult me, and then I just killed him. Oh god, I hate Pike.
Okay, so like the gist of Umeneko is it starts off with a family going to a mansion on an island of an old guy who's about to pass away, and they're very wealthy. And then it starts with sort of a classical murder mystery where someone killed the old man because they wanted the money. And one of the guys that's there starts doing a detective search for it. And then he solves the mystery. And the mystery turns out to be associated with this golden witch who was just this very beautiful lady who was involved in the old man's life. But then upon solving the mystery, time freezes and we go back out to this space outside of reality where the golden witch and the detective are having a conversation. And basically it turns out that this is all a game where the golden witch is trying to set up the murder of the old guy in such a way that it cannot be solved without using the explanation of supernatural forces. And the guy has to always explain it away without using supernatural forces. And they just enter in a constantly revolving death spiral of thousands of repeats of this scenario because neither of them are going to budge on this competition. And the anime just like it, compared to the visual novel, it literally just only gives you a snippet of the insanity and doesn't actually give you anything to do with the plot of where any of the competition stuff goes. It just literally showcases like 5 or 6 of the cases that the guy goes through. Zim, you liked Angel Beats, didn't you?
Sort of.
Oh, I hate you so much. This fucking Sahin and this fucking team. Okay. There were 43 kills, of which I got 20. We had a Scion, a Fiora, and an Ambessa. And we had a Milo. Melio. Melio did things, sure. I'm just marked by looking at it, him having 1 kill, 11 deaths. Which, I mean, okay. Sure, you probably shouldn't die that much, it's fine, whatever. But the entire team, oh, like, 3 of them are at double-digit deaths. Okay, it's fine, it's ARAM. And then I look at the damage. 19,000, 25, 22, 26, and then I dealt 62,000 damage. And what I'm sitting here wondering is, where did all this damage go? Because even though I got a bunch of kills, we still lost the game, so what happened here? And then I see Zaheen, and I'm like, okay, but like, I feel like I kept hitting Zaheen because she was targeting me, and she wasn't dying. So what the hell does she do? Because in the last fight, she popped an invulnerability, and then I killed her, and she immediately got revived. And then I swear killed her again, and I saw her revive again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I decided to check. Her passive means she generates stacks by hitting, or he generates stacks by hitting champions, right? Stacks up to 12 times. If he is at maximum stacks and takes lethal damage, he resurrects for 4 seconds. Restores 75% HP at this point because we're at max level. Sure, that's cool, why not? So you kill the champion, and if he's done a bunch of auto attacks, then he just revives immediately. Okay, he does that once every 2 minutes. Except one of the effects basically allowed him to refresh all of his cooldowns immediately as long as he used his ult. So he also had a Zhonya's. So I almost killed him. He used Zhonya's. We got pushed back. Okay, that's cool. And then immediately I go and kill him again. He hits his passive. He revives. And then I kill him again. And because he used this ult before he died, he gets his passive again. So he lives. And then because he had a refresh ult, he used his ult again to kill me. And nobody in my team could peel for me. Why do I play this game?
So I'm going to take it as a compliment that I drive people to such despair that they'd rather play League of Legends than listen to me talk about my books.
I approve of that.
It's none of your books. I'd just rather play League of Legends to listen to you. Dab. Anyways, you should play ARAM Mayhem with me.
I would need Raijin to do a setup for me for that.
For League?
Yes.
I'm never going to do a setup for you for League.
Oh.
I will save you this monstrosity.
It's fine. It's like ARAM, but slightly different. You like ARAM. Played ARAM.
Well, I do like League, and I do like ARAM, yes.
Exactly. But like, all I'm saying is, Raijin, you're right on normal League. Like, on Summoner Swift, you're correct, but this is ARAM.
Given what Gabby was just doing a couple minutes ago, I think I have a moral obligation not to do a setup for League.
I mean, I don't get like that with League.
Yeah, I'm just salty here because I had 3 people in the enemy team explicitly trying to kill me the entire game. And my team couldn't do jack shit. Like, bruh. I barely had a game. I had to spend half of my game staying alive. I still dealt a lot of damage.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Copy strike.
Good night, Ido. Actually, Ido, and GibGab, I have meme that I have been waiting for one of GibGab's crash outs to use.
Oh no.
Yes. Let me find it. There it is. Alright, bringing it up on stream. There you go.
Double A.
I'm sharing through Discord now. And the best
Me to
part
the
is,
Chernobyl.
it's a bird.
Me to the Chernobyl reactor.
I have been waiting for this meme to be relevant. Didn't take
I
long.
want it. Give me, I want that meme. I'm gonna add it to my list of memes that I just have on hotkey somewhere. Zim, I need your help.
What is your request?
Zoe or Blitzcrank?
I like Blitzcrank.
I love playing Zoe. I've gotten surprisingly good at Zoe with Aram here. There's just like, there's a certain passion that I feel when someone in the enemy team types in chat for me to please not yoink them. Because I've yoinked them like 3 times continuously, and I'm just like, get ready for the queue. Kind of like, okay. Aram Mayhem does the thing, right? Like every at level 1, and then I think at like level 5, 10, 15, something like that. Like at 3 other times, right? You get to pick a bonus. That's the main shtick of the game. It's Aram, but effectively you get a little more swappability between champions, and you pick a bonus. And the thing is, some of the bonuses are ridiculously strong. Like, oh, every time you do a dash, blink, leap, etc., you are invulnerable for like you're CC immune, for example. Or like with Zoe, every time you use your ult, you become invulnerable for a few seconds. So Zoe, which she spams her ult, you use that, and hey, you become invulnerable for a few seconds after. You can't be hit when you're using your R to like you really, really far. And then you have some of them that on specific champions are just mwah. Bread and butter, I think is what it's called, for Blitzcrank. You know how Blitzcrank's Q is the yoink, right?
Yes.
This ability makes it so that your Q has 100 ability haste. It's the cooldown reduction. You literally have how long it takes for your Qs to fire. And at some point in the late game, you're firing a Q every like 4 seconds. And it's disgusting because you're just like, yoink, I missed, yoink, I missed, yoink. Ha, there we go. Hello. And then it gets even worse if you also have if you also have that but on your E, because then it's just yoink, knock up, run away, yoink, knock up, run away, and the enemy's just staring at you like, please stop, I want to play the game. And you're like, no. Good luck. This is League of Legends, you're not here to have fun.
Santa! Trains, yes.
Yoink. Oh, Warwick. You might be daddy, but I'm still gonna send you to school. You're here to learn. Why bullet strike is annoying. It's poor Warwick.
How you doing, Seda?
Seda just needs to see the meme that I made regarding trains.
Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga. Aw, you just got here though, Seda.
Oh, bye-bye.
But I am okay. How are you?
Yes!
What were you up to today, Seda?
Based on that message, I'm guessing something with trains.
No, I think he's responding to the fact that I am playing game with Train.
And, you know, he was playing a train game, it fits. It was like, ooh, trains, more trains. Oh, just that trains.
Chugga 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 chugga.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
There, no more interest. Or at least no more interest costs.
Ugh. That was embarrassing.
Woo! I think I got it just in time for the S rank, too.
Yeah. You got the sank. Yes, rank.
I did. Well, this game's got a lovely photo mode, which is gonna make making
Thumbnails?
thumbnails much easier.
Yeah. Nice. I could have managed that.
I bought some birdseed the other day, but it still hasn't grown any birds. What gives?
This is your boyfriend, Sim.
You're gonna sigh about that, but then you're gonna be so proud about your Madagascar pun.
Yes.
You're
Because
the
I made it,
unhinged
not
one,
because
Gabby.
it's good. Well, not because it's good, it's because I made it.
I hate to break it to you, but
Not that I literally made it. I just found it at the YouTube short and repeated it.
yes, you are a comedic genius because you copied it from someone else. So
Exactly.
true.
That's how all comedy works.
Hey Yoshida, I forgot how to license remote monitoring, so I will need to trust that you've earned economic optimization well enough. What I do know is the computer says you've completed the task and the region is functional, so good for you. Yo! Huh. So I could just skip ahead of a bunch of different things, apparently. Neat.
Yeah.
But this is where I'm going to go ahead and call it on the stream this evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us on the stream today. That was Railgrade. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loot, picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just sharing the stream around with your friends. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Like